Ladies and gentlemen, there's a power within you, a fire that has been lying dormant, waiting for you to wake it up. Now is the time. It's not tomorrow. It's not next year. It's right here, right now. You've been going through life feeling like you're just getting by, like you're just surviving, but there's more to you than this moment. There's more to you than what the world has tried to tell you that you are. There is greatness within you, and today I'm here to tell you it's time to awaken that greatness. You have been carrying dreams, ideas, and potential inside of you that have not been fully realized. Maybe life has beaten you down. Maybe setbacks have convinced you that your best days are behind you. Maybe you've been made to feel that your power is too small, too weak, too hidden. But I'm here to declare that the power you need to change your circumstances, to break through every barrier, and to live the life you were always meant to live has been inside of you all along. You see, power doesn't just appear when you feel strong. It rises when you're at your lowest, when everything around you looks impossible. That's when the real power emerges. It rises like a tide in the midst of a storm, ready to push you toward the life you were destined for. Don't you dare settle for less than what you are capable of. Don't you dare let your circumstances dictate the size of your destiny. There are days when you'll feel like you can't go on. There are moments when you'll feel the weight of the world pressing against you. But you've got something inside of you that refuses to be broken. It's that resilience, that determination, that fight, and it's stronger than any obstacle you will ever face. You've already made it through so much, and yet you're still here, still standing, still breathing. Why? Because that power inside of you isn't finished. It doesn't matter how many times you've fallen, how many doors have slammed in your face, or how many people doubted you. You have the power to get up. You have the power to keep moving forward. You have the power to turn your struggles into stepping stones and your failures into lessons. You are not defined by what's happened to you. You are defined by how you rise after every setback, how you keep going when others would have given up. Today, it's time for you to claim your power, to stop playing small, to stop holding back, and to start walking in the fullness of who you are. The world needs you to show up, to bring your gifts, your voice, your strength to the table. Your future is waiting for you, but you've got to awaken that power inside of you to claim it. It's not enough to hope for better days. You've got to make them happen. You've got to speak life into your dreams, walk in the authority of your purpose, and step boldly into your calling. Let this be the day you stop limiting yourself. Let this be the day you stop letting fear, doubt, and insecurity hold you back. Let this be the day you look in the mirror and say, I know who I am, I know what I'm made of, and I'm ready to walk in the power that is already within me. It's time for you to awaken the power within you and let it lead you to the life you were always meant to live. You've got this. Now it's time to let the world see it too. There's a power within you that has been lying dormant, waiting to be awakened. It is a force so strong, so transformative, that if you ever truly tapped into it, you would realize that nothing in this world could stop you. We all have this power within us, but too often we ignore it, doubt it, or let life's challenges suppress it. The truth is that power isn't something you have to go searching for. It's not a distant dream or an external force. It's already inside of you, just waiting for you to recognize it, embrace it, and use it. It's easy to look at others who seem to have everything going for them and feel like they're somehow more capable or gifted than you. It's easy to think that the power to change your life, to overcome your struggles, or to reach your highest potential lies outside of you. But I'm here to tell you that what you need to transform your life, to live out your purpose, is already in your hands, within your heart, and deep in your soul. It's been there all along, quietly waiting for you to make the decision to unleash it. For some, the realization of this power is a gradual process. It doesn't come overnight, but for others, it is a sudden revelation, a spark of recognition that ignites a fire within them. It's that moment when you stop asking if you have the ability to succeed and start knowing that you do. You stop questioning your worth and start recognizing the inherent value that has always been within you. There is no external source of power greater than the one that resides in you. No amount of external validation, wealth, or status can compare to the inner strength that you possess. This is a strength that is not contingent on what others think of you or on what life throws your way. It's an inner resolve, a deep-rooted belief in your potential that no challenge can diminish. Every person has a well of untapped potential. We often think of potential as something distant, something we strive for, but in reality, it's something that we need to wake up to. Potential is not about a future possibility, it's about realizing what's already inside of you. The dreams, the ideas, the vision for your life, it's all already there. But what we often do is let fear and doubt cloud our ability to recognize and embrace it. We look at the obstacles before us and think they are too great to overcome, but we forget that those very obstacles are opportunities to awaken that power within us. Life will give you many reasons to doubt yourself. People will tell you that you're not capable, that you're too young, too old, too inexperienced, or too late. Society will try to convince you that the odds are against you, that your dreams are too big for someone like you. But you must remember this, their words don't define you. The only thing that defines you is your own belief in the power that lies within you. It's not about whether others think you can do it, it's about whether you believe you can. Your inner power is not dependent on circumstances. It's not dependent on your background, your education, your resources, or the support you have. Your power comes from within, from a place deep inside you that says, I am capable, I am worthy, I am strong. The moment you realize this truth, you begin to understand that you don't need to wait for permission to succeed. You don't need to wait for others to validate you. The approval you seek is already within you. When you begin to awaken to this power, you stop waiting for external circumstances to change and start realizing that you have the ability to change your own circumstances. You realize that you are not bound by what's happened in the past. You are not a prisoner to the mistakes you've made or the failures you've experienced. Your past does not determine your future. Your potential is limitless, and it's available to you right now, not in some distant future. You don't have to be perfect to start. In fact, you never will be. Perfection isn't the goal. The goal is progress, growth, and taking that first step, even when it feels uncertain or scary. The power within you is not waiting for you to be flawless before it acts. It is waiting for you to take action, to step forward in faith, and trust that the strength you need will show up as you go. Look back at your life. Think about the moments when you thought you couldn't go on, when you thought you wouldn't make it through, but somehow you did. That's the power I'm talking about. You've already overcome so much, and you didn't do it by yourself. That strength that kept you going, that resilience that refused to let you quit, that was your inner power at work. And if it was strong enough to get you through the toughest times in your life, it is more than capable of getting you through whatever challenge you face right now. The question is not whether you have the power to change your life. The question is, will you awaken it? Will you recognize the immense strength within you and begin to use it to break through your limitations? Will you believe that you are enough, that you are powerful beyond measure, and that you are worthy of every good thing that life has to offer? Your power is not something that can be taken from you. It's yours, and it's up to you to harness it, to use it to elevate your life and the lives of those around you. Don't wait for the world to give you permission to step into your greatness. Don't wait for someone else to tell you that you are worthy. You were born worthy. You were born with purpose. Your power is not just a potential, it is an active force waiting for you to awaken it. It's time to stop holding back. It's time to stop playing small. You have everything within you to create the life you desire, to become the person you were always meant to be, and to leave a legacy of greatness. The world is waiting for you to rise, to step into your power, and to live the life that you were destined for. The time to awaken that power is now. There is a power within you that has been quietly waiting for the moment when you would allow it to rise. You've been living with it all your life, but often you haven't recognized it for what it truly is. This power is not something distant, something that can only be accessed by a select few. It is within you, in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. It's there in the deep recesses of who you are, waiting to be awakened. You have the ability to change your life, to create something extraordinary, but first you must acknowledge the incredible potential that resides within you. Too many of us walk through life unaware of the greatness within us. We spend our days focusing on what we lack, what we don't have, what we're missing. We compare ourselves to others who seem to have everything figured out, wondering why they're so successful and why we're still struggling. But the truth is, the power you seek to transform your life is not something external. It's not something that can be given to you. It's something that you already possess. It's not about looking for the right opportunity or waiting for the right time. The right time is now. The opportunity is in you, and it has always been there. You see, life is constantly trying to distract us from our true potential. It throws challenges, obstacles, and discouragement in our path, hoping to convince us that we are incapable, that we are not good enough, that we do not have what it takes. But those very challenges are part of the process of awakening your inner power. It is through adversity that your strength is forged. It is through hardship that you learn the most about who you are and what you are capable of. The fire doesn't destroy you, it refines you. It shapes you into someone who is not afraid of obstacles, someone who faces challenges head on, knowing that there is no power greater than the one within them. Many people go through life feeling powerless, believing that their circumstances control their destiny. But you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are not defined by your past, by your failures, by your mistakes. You have the power to change your future. The moment you realize this truth is the moment you begin to take control of your life. The moment you stop waiting for permission, for someone to validate your worth, for the world to give you a green light to pursue your dreams, is the moment your true power begins to emerge. When you recognize the power within you, you understand that there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your success is not defined by the number of resources you have or the connections you've made. It is defined by your willingness to believe in yourself, to trust in your abilities, and to keep moving forward even when it feels impossible. You don't need to have everything figured out in order to start. You don't need to have all the answers, all the money, or all the experience. What you need is the courage to take the first step, the faith to trust that you have what it takes to succeed, and the perseverance to keep going when things get tough. One of the biggest mistakes we make is waiting for the perfect moment to start. We think that we need everything to align perfectly before we can take action. We wait until we feel confident, until we feel ready, until we think the world will support us. But in truth, you will never feel completely ready. The perfect moment never comes. It's only in the act of moving forward, of taking the first step, that the doors begin to open. When you begin to take action, you start to awaken the power within you. You start to see that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. And when you face setbacks, as you inevitably will, you will find that your inner strength is more than enough to push you through. The power within you is not just a force for personal success. It is also a force for transformation. When you awaken that power, you not only change your own life, but you also change the lives of those around you. You become a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration for others. Your belief in yourself becomes contagious. The way you carry yourself, the way you face adversity, the way you rise after every fall sends a message to the world that anything is possible. The more you step into your power, the more you inspire others to do the same. And in this way, your awakening becomes a ripple effect that has the potential to change your community, your family, your world. But in order to awaken this power, you must first believe that it exists. You must believe that you are worthy of it, that you are capable of harnessing it, and that it is there ready to guide you toward your purpose. Too many people live their lives as though they are not enough. They believe that they have to prove themselves to the world, to gain the approval of others before they can be truly successful. But I'm here to tell you that you don't need anyone's approval. You don't need validation from the outside world. You need to validate yourself. You need to believe in your own worth, your own potential, and your own power. The more you believe in yourself, the more you will begin to see the evidence of that power. You will begin to notice the opportunities that have always been around you, waiting for you to take notice. You will begin to see how the challenges you face are not obstacles, but stepping stones on your path to greatness. You will begin to understand that you are not meant to just survive, you are meant to thrive. You are meant to achieve great things, to live with purpose, and to make a difference in the world. You are not a passive observer in your own life. You are the creator. You are the one who holds the keys to your future. Your success is not determined by your circumstances, but by your willingness to awaken the power within you and use it to create the life you desire. So stop waiting for the right moment, stop waiting for permission, and stop waiting for the world to change. You have everything you need inside of you to make it happen right now. You are the power you've been searching for. Now it's time to step into it. There is a tremendous power inside of you that you may not even realize is there. It's been with you all along, quietly waiting for the moment when you would choose to recognize it, embrace it, and use it to change your life. This is not a power that is reserved for a select few or something you have to search for in far-off places. It's already within you, placed there long before you ever had a conscious understanding of it. The problem is, many people walk through life without ever tapping into this power. They live as though they are mere bystanders, waiting for external circumstances to change before they can begin to thrive. But this kind of thinking is what holds them back. The truth is, you have the ability to transform your life, to overcome your obstacles, and to achieve greatness, because the power that you need to do all of this is already within you. So why don't we see it? Why don't we acknowledge the strength and the potential that we possess? Why do we often look to others, waiting for them to tell us that we can succeed or that we are worthy of success? Why do we allow the circumstances of our lives to dictate our worth, our dreams, and our potential? The answer lies in the fact that for many of us, this power has been buried under layers of doubt, fear, insecurity, and past failures. We've been conditioned to believe that our worth is based on external factors, the opinions of others, our past mistakes, or the obstacles that lie ahead. But none of these things have the power to define us unless we allow them to. You see, there is a difference between knowing that you have power and actually acknowledging and using that power. The power within you is not something that needs to be discovered. It is something that needs to be recognized and activated. It's like a light that's been turned off for too long, waiting for you to flip the switch. That light will not shine until you decide to turn it on. Similarly, your power will not be unleashed until you make the decision to activate it, to embrace it, and to walk in it. Many of us spend years of our lives feeling like we are not enough. We let our past mistakes, our perceived failures, and our doubts define us. We compare ourselves to others, wondering why they seem to have everything figured out while we're stuck in the same place. But here's the truth: the power to change your life is not outside of you. It's not something you need to go find or ask for. It's already in you. It is built into who you are. You have everything you need to succeed, to overcome, and to achieve greatness. What you must do now is awaken that power and allow it to guide you toward your purpose. The greatest mistake you can make is to wait for life to give you permission to step into your greatness. We often think that we need to wait for the perfect time, the right circumstances, or the approval of others before we can move forward. But let me tell you something: there is no perfect moment. There is no ideal situation. The perfect time to step into your power is right now. The moment you choose to believe in yourself, the moment you choose to step forward, despite the fear, despite the doubt, and despite the obstacles, is the moment your power begins to manifest in ways you could never have imagined. This power within you is not a passive force. It is active, dynamic, and transformative. It will not wait for you to feel ready or for the world to align in your favor. It will rise the moment you take action, the moment you decide that you are done waiting. This power is about resilience. It is about the strength to keep going, to keep moving forward, even when the road seems impossible. It is about refusing to let life's challenges break you, knowing that you are capable of overcoming anything that stands in your way. You may face obstacles, setbacks, and failures along the way, but none of those things can define you unless you allow them to. Your ability to rise, to adapt, to learn from your experiences, and to keep pushing forward is a direct reflection of the power within you. One of the most empowering things you can do is to stop playing small. Too many of us limit ourselves because we're afraid of failure, afraid of rejection, or afraid of being judged. But the truth is, there is no growth in staying in your comfort zone. There is no strength in playing it safe. The power within you is waiting for you to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to stretch beyond what you thought was possible. It's only when you push yourself beyond the limits you've set that you begin to realize how much strength you truly have. Your potential is not confined to what you can see right now. It extends far beyond your current circumstances. The person you are today is not the person you will be tomorrow if you tap into that power and allow it to propel you forward. There will always be challenges. Life will never be free of obstacles. But those obstacles are not there to stop you. They are there to show you what you're made of. When you face hardship, when you encounter setbacks, remember that your power is not just a feeling or a concept. It is a real, tangible force that is activated through your determination, your perseverance, and your faith in yourself. The more you believe in your ability to overcome, the more you will see that your power is greater than any obstacle. No situation is permanent. No challenge is insurmountable. The only thing that limits you is the belief that you are limited. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, for the right circumstances, or for someone else to give you permission. The power is already within you, waiting for you to claim it. The life you want, the success you desire, the change you wish to see in your world begins the moment you choose to embrace your power and act on it. You are not a passive observer in your own life. You are the creator. You are the one who decides what your future will look like. Don't let anyone or anything tell you otherwise. The power to change your life is already inside you. Now it's time to awaken it and use it to step into the greatness that is waiting for you. Inside each of us lies an incredible force, an untapped reservoir of strength, potential, and resilience. This power has been within you since the very beginning. It has been quietly waiting, sometimes unnoticed, for you to finally recognize its presence and allow it to take over your life in a way that leads to transformation. There is no need to search for this power elsewhere or feel that it is something you need to acquire from an outside source. It's within you right now, and you are already equipped with everything you need to achieve greatness. But in order for this power to be unleashed, you must first acknowledge it and be willing to take the necessary steps to activate it. Life has a way of pulling us away from our true potential. Every day we are bombarded with messages that tell us we are not enough, that we have to be more, do more, or achieve more before we are worthy of success or happiness. We compare ourselves to others, often feeling inadequate in the face of their accomplishments, and we allow these feelings of doubt and insecurity to limit us. We forget that our value is not tied to our circumstances, our past failures, or even the opinions of others. Our value, our potential is inherent in who we are and what we are capable of. When you understand this, it becomes clear that the power to change your life has always been inside you, but you have to take the first step in awakening it. So often people think that success is for those who have been lucky or given special opportunities, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is that everyone has the capacity to succeed, to rise above challenges, and to create the life they desire. It is not a matter of luck or timing, it is a matter of tapping into the potential you already possess. The person who seems to have it all figured out, the person who appears to have overcome obstacles and achieved their dreams, has done so because they recognize the power within themselves and made the choice to act on it. This is the difference between those who live with purpose and those who merely exist. The ones who rise to greatness are those who decide to believe in their own ability to create change, regardless of what the world or life has thrown their way. It's easy to get caught up in the narrative that life is a series of random events or that we are at the mercy of forces beyond our control. But the truth is, you are never a victim of your circumstances unless you choose to be. The moment you stop seeing yourself as a passive participant in your own life is the moment you begin to realize the incredible strength within you. You don't need anyone else's permission to rise up and take control of your destiny. The power to change your circumstances lies within you, and once you recognize that, you will see that everything you need to succeed is already within your reach. The power within you is not something that just sits idly by waiting for the right moment to act. It is active, dynamic, and ready to propel you toward greatness the moment you decide to step forward in faith. The key is to stop waiting for life to give you the green light, because it never will. The perfect moment never comes. The time to act is always now, and when you take that step, no matter how small it seems, you are activating a force within you that will begin to work for you, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you toward the fulfillment of your dreams. But here's the thing, when you begin to acknowledge your power, you may face resistance. Life will test you. The doubts you have about yourself will grow louder. People will tell you that you're not capable, that your dreams are too big, and that you're setting yourself up for failure. The obstacles will seem overwhelming, and the temptation to give up will be strong. But it is in these moments that your inner power truly shows its strength. It is in the face of adversity that you begin to see how strong, resilient, and determined you really are. It is in the moments of struggle that you realize that your power is greater than any challenge you face. What most people fail to understand is that the obstacles you encounter on your journey are not there to stop you. They are there to teach you, to refine you, to build the strength you need to move forward. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Every setback is a lesson in resilience. If you give up when things get tough, you're choosing to ignore the strength that lies within you. But when you push through, when you face your fears head on and keep moving forward despite the difficulty, you activate that power in a way that nothing else can. The power within you is not just about achieving your own success, it is about the impact you will have on the world around you. When you step into your full potential, you inspire others to do the same. Your journey becomes a testimony of what's possible when you recognize your own worth and refuse to be limited by fear or doubt. You become a beacon of hope for those who may be struggling, showing them that they too have the ability to rise above their circumstances and create the life they desire. There is no magic formula for success. There is no single secret that will guarantee your dreams come true. But there is one undeniable truth: when you believe in yourself, when you trust in the power that resides within you, and when you commit to taking the necessary steps to create the life you want, you will succeed. Your power is not just about achieving external goals or material success. It is about aligning with the truth of who you are and walking in that truth every day. The more you step into your power, the more you will see the world around you shift. Your relationships will deepen, your career will flourish, and your confidence will grow. The life you want, the success you desire, and the fulfillment you seek are all within your grasp. They are not somewhere off in the future, waiting for you to get everything right or to be more than what you are. They are already within you, and all it takes to unlock them is a decision to believe in your own power, to stop playing small, and to begin living the life you were meant to live. This is your time. The moment to awaken the power within you is now. Don't wait. Step into it. Deep within every single one of us lies an extraordinary potential, a force that is capable of propelling us to heights we have never imagined, to achieve things that may seem impossible in the eyes of the world. It is not something distant or unattainable, but something that has always been within our grasp. This power does not need to be earned or searched for. It is inherent in every fiber of our being, waiting for the moment we finally recognize it, trust it, and unleash it. Yet for many, this power remains dormant. It stays buried beneath layers of doubt, fear, and past experiences, holding them back from stepping into the life they were destined to lead. The good news is, this power is not lost. It is still there, and it can be awakened at any moment, just waiting for you to take the first step in unlocking it. Throughout life, we often convince ourselves that we need something or someone outside of us to achieve the success, happiness, or fulfillment we desire. We look to external sources of validation, believing that our worth is determined by the approval or acknowledgement of others. We believe that the path to greatness is paved with perfect opportunities, connections, or circumstances that are out of our control. But these thoughts are rooted in misconception. The truth is, the power to change your life, to break free from limitations, and to achieve the greatness you desire is already within you. Everything you need to create the life you want is within your reach. It has always been within you. And the only thing standing in your way is your own doubt. This truth may be difficult to believe at first, especially when life seems to be full of challenges, setbacks, and obstacles that make it seem as though success is reserved for others. But the reality is that these very challenges are not obstacles to your growth, they are opportunities to awaken the power inside of you. The greatest mistake we can make is to believe that because we are facing difficulties, we are somehow incapable of achieving success. Challenges are not punishments, they are the very things that strengthen us. They shape us into people who are resilient, persistent, and able to overcome adversity. Without the trials, we would never understand the depth of the strength we possess. Without facing hardship, we would not know the magnitude of our inner power. It is in these moments that you must choose to dig deep, to trust that the power within you is stronger than any circumstance, and to keep moving forward. But so many of us spend our lives waiting. We wait for the right time, the perfect opportunity, or the ideal moment to take action. We convince ourselves that we are not ready, that we lack the necessary skills or experience to achieve our goals. We allow our fears, insecurities, and doubts to paralyze us, preventing us from moving forward. We tell ourselves that we will start tomorrow, next month, or when the circumstances are better. But this waiting is nothing more than procrastination born from fear. The truth is, the perfect moment does not exist. There will never be a time when everything aligns perfectly. The time to act is now. The power to move forward lies within you, and it will not wait for you to feel ready. It demands action. The moment you make the decision to take that first step, no matter how small, is the moment the power within you begins to rise. When you take that step, you will begin to realize something remarkable. The power you need to move forward is already working in your favor. You may not see the full picture yet, but as you begin to trust yourself and take action, the path will begin to unfold before you. Opportunities you never saw before will start to appear. The doubts and fears that once held you back will begin to lose their grip on you. When you decide to trust your own abilities, you begin to see yourself as a force capable of overcoming anything that stands in your way. It is no longer about waiting for permission, approval, or external validation. It is about taking ownership of your life and stepping into the greatness that is already within you. The journey to unlocking this power is not always easy. It requires you to confront the doubts that have been ingrained in your mind, to face the fears that have held you captive for so long, and to push through the discomfort of change. But each step you take toward awakening your power is a step toward freedom. Every time you choose to push past your fear, to face uncertainty with confidence, you strengthen the very muscle that will carry you through the challenges to come. Your growth happens through discomfort, through action, through facing the unknown. And as you continue to move forward, you will become more confident, more capable, and more resilient. The person you are becoming is someone who knows their worth, who trusts their abilities, and who is unshaken by the obstacles they encounter. Too many people live their lives believing that they are somehow inferior, that their dreams are out of reach, that they are not deserving of success. They give up before they even try because they've been conditioned to think that they are not enough. But nothing could be further from the truth. You are more than enough. The power within you is limitless. It does not matter what your past looks like, what mistakes you've made, or how many times you've failed. What matters is that you are willing to rise above it all and step into your true potential. The power to change your life, to achieve your dreams, and to make an impact on the world is already within you. It has always been there, waiting for you to tap into it. The only question that remains is whether or not you are ready to recognize it and embrace it fully. When you awaken this power within you, you begin to see the world differently. You start to realize that the challenges you face are not barriers, but stepping stones. Every setback becomes an opportunity for growth. Every failure a lesson in resilience. You no longer see obstacles as things that hold you back. You see them as things that prepare you for the greatness that is waiting for you. You begin to move through life with a sense of purpose and confidence, knowing that no matter what comes your way, you have the power to handle it. Your belief in yourself will inspire those around you. Your courage will spark something in others, showing them that they too have the power within them to create the life they desire. You do not have to wait for someone else to tell you that you are capable. You do not need anyone's approval or validation to begin. The power is already within you, and the moment you choose to believe in it, you will see your life begin to change. The time to act is now. Your future is waiting, and the power to create it lies within you. The only thing that remains is your willingness to awaken it and let it lead you to the life you've always dreamed of.